Another week, another trading cycles video. We are now in the week 31 of the year 2023. Before we continue on with the what happened sort of this last week here, as well as what we predict might happen this upcoming week, as always, keep in mind we do not provide financial advice. All the content that we share is intended for educational purposes only. And always trade the price and not the prediction. How are you doing, Gormas?
Well, we learn every day something new. Yes, all good, all good, all good. I hope everyone else is good as well. So it is a bit rainy where we are, but yeah, what can we do? We need rain as well sometimes.
Yes. To grow the crops.
Yep. Exactly. Although, if you have been following cycles, then you know that we will have some issues with the crops as well. So yeah, the prices obviously of commodities tend to rise on these times, especially food-related products. Yeah, so that's something to bear in mind as well. But mainly we are following US stock market here, so let's get on with it. So we have now our August turning points on the chart as well. So let's see where they are. So the next one would be 7th of August. Well, today is one of them actually. 1st of August, 7th of August, then 11th, 17th, and 22nd. So that's how we think this month is going to look like. But obviously, as we always say, we need to follow the price. So we need to see where it's going. Today has been a bit volatile day. Well, actually, yesterday I think was a bit more. No, that was Friday. Yeah, sorry. What am I talking about? Yeah, yesterday was quite according to plan, but today has been falling mainly, and I believe that tomorrow will be another turning point up. So we are in that junction here. So we should see still prices rise a bit, at least until the 11th. That's what seems to be more likely at the moment. Yeah. First of all, there are seasonal patterns in play, and our cycles are also indicating that there might be more important turning point coming up on the 11th than the 70s. So we just need to see how it goes. Obviously, market is overbought, as everyone has already heard possibly. And if you're following the markets closely, you can see that the valuations are really high, and all the indicators are showing as well that the market is overbought. But still, sometimes markets tend to be irrational, and quite often longer than you can stay solvent, as some wise man said a while back. So yeah, that's how they tend to hurt you. When you think something might happen, it usually doesn't happen, and it goes the opposite way. So if everyone is expecting that there's going to be a turn, it might take a bit longer than they expect. And usually it comes quite suddenly. And when you are there, then you are basically unable to act, because that's how human psychology works. So when you get to that point, as you see on the photo, on the picture, then you might not be able to act anymore. So
it's a bit too late then.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why it's always wise to tighten your stops if you are trading, and if you are obviously investing, then you might want to look into some hedging options there. So that's how you can preserve your capital in these times. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be quite significant yet. I think the main event of the year, so to say, on that roller coaster will be in October. But there's still time to go. All right. So that's US markets, and then gold. Gold has been declining very slowly, so nothing major, and I believe there's another leg upcoming. But turning point that we are looking is the 9th of August, I believe. That's or either 7th or 9th, yeah, somewhere here. The market might start turning again. So that's gold market, and then Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been declining as well, quite slowly. I thought it's going to be like a flag here, but it's quite extended now, so doesn't look like that anymore. So we'll see how it's going to go, but the next turning point is coming up on the 7th, so that's something to keep an eye on as well. Okay. Now 50-day moving average is still in this overbought territory, so it's been here now. It's the 4th week we are in now already, and as we see from the past, it doesn't really tend to stay there much longer in most cases, but sometimes it stays there for extended periods. So yeah, it might go either one or the other way. Yeah. But as I said, I'm looking for that 11th of August time there. So that might be a significant one. And that should take us to the 4th. No, that's going to be 5th week. So yeah, it might start declining then, yeah, as well. Okay, so, and the yield curve is still negative. There's nothing new in here, so might not want to look that anymore, so nothing is changing. Okay, so, and WIX index did raise a bit today, but it's still in very low territory, so nothing major has happened. So let me now go back to our sector rotation here. So let me just bring it up here. 1 second, please. So our sector rotation is, last week we were here, and now we are moving. As you can see, those lines are moving, and that's that kind of cyclical
circular pattern.
Yeah, circular pattern. Yeah, so basically communication and information technology have been falling now, and also the consumer cyclical started to fall. Yeah, and what we have seen, as we spoke last week, there were financials, industrials, and energy and materials heading upwards, and as we can see, they have been now extending their rotation here. Yeah, so these are the sectors to keep an eye on at the moment, actually, and real estate is heading up as well. So, and fear and greed index has been slowly, very slowly now started to decline here. So it was in, what was it, 84, I think, last week. Now it's 77, yeah? But it's still in extreme greed area there. And cyclically, we are in this slight decline here, but I believe that there's another leg up coming, so we shouldn't see any serious action there on the market just yet. Although VIX index is suggesting that there is going to be a volatile period coming, so we just need to keep an eye on it. So if something starts to happen there, then we should be ready. And this week's seasonality pattern for spiders, which is S&P 500 ETF, is suggesting as well that we might see another down day tomorrow, but thereafter it should start rising again. Yeah. Although according to our turning point. We are already today on that important turning point. So it might start raising again tomorrow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's where we are at the moment, and let's see where it takes us until next week then. Yeah. All right.
Thank you very much, Romas, as always. Yeah, let's see where does this roller coaster takes us, and where we all end up. But yeah, thank you very much for watching and listening. As always, if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. It should be the big red button somewhere on the right side of the video. So just scroll down a bit. If you've already pressed the subscribe button, then also click on the little bell notification icon so you get notified when we upload next. If you have any questions or recommendations, then leave those in the comment section down below. And as always, share this video with your loved ones, with your neighbors, with the shopkeeper down the lane. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Have a good week. See you next time.